WWE planning a big surprise for WrestleMania weekend. NXT Stand and Deliver. That's right. We're going to talk about that plus so much more right here on the Ango Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, a lot of great things happening this week. It's WrestleMania week. If you're not subscribed, you definitely should be subscribed. Giulia is reportedly headed to WWE, but first, she's got to do some stuff for Rossy Aguara's new promotion. However, what's really interesting is Tokyo Sports revealed some new information around Giulia. Tokyo Sports now reports that Giulia was spotted at an airport on Wednesday, April 3rd. While Giulia said she was headed to the Himalayas when asked where she was going, the report noted that she boarded a plane to the U.S. Tokyo Sports then wrote that there's a high possibility that Giulia will be in attendance for WrestleMania 40, which is obviously at the Philadelphia Eagles Lincoln Financial Field Stadium. WWE is obviously also holding Stand and Deliver, so a lot of people are wondering if this is going to be a scenario in which Giulia shows up there. Now, there's a lot of confusion about Giulia, and I kind of want to talk about it because I think with Giulia's whole situation, she's expected to be in WWE later this year, but then she's going to go and compete for Rossy Aguara's new promotion ever since he left Stardom. Then I have to wonder if maybe Giulia is in a situation where she will show up on WWE television as a upcoming signing in the crowd. Now remember, Triple H used to do this back in the day with NXT takeovers, where new signings would appear from the crowd and it would be a cool way to hype them up. And I'm curious if maybe that's what they're going to do here with Giulia. Now, me personally, I think it's actually a good idea to do that because if Giulia is coming later this year, she's just a spectator at this event, but you could start beginning to hype it up. Then she's going to go and do her thing at this new promotion for Rossy. And then eventually when she comes into WWE, the WWE audience will already have known a little bit about her because of the fact that WWE has already introduced her. Now, me personally, I think Giulia, I'm shocked that Giulia did not go to AEW. I thought she fits perfectly for AEW. I think she's going to be great in WWE, but it is very clear that a lot of people who have seen her work are incredibly impressed with her, and I think a lot of people are going to be impressed with her when she shows up. I think if she's going to be WrestleMania weekend in Philly, potentially at the crowd and Stand and Deliver, that'd be really cool, but if not, maybe they put her in the crowd at WrestleMania 40. Triple H got to roll out the red carpet for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you're going to be bringing in talent, especially international talent. You got to make them feel welcome. This is a big way to do it. And I would expect to see this in some form. Whether pictures float around or not, I don't know. But I do think this could be very realistic of happening. I want to turn our attention to a huge announcement. WWE has announced today that C4 Energy is named the first ever official energy drink partner of WWE. Nutrabolt, the owner of C4 Energy and WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings, today announced an expansion to their multi-year partnership that will see C4 Ultimate Energy, one of the fastest growing energy drink brands in the United States, become the first ever official energy drink partner of the WWE. Now, this is where things actually get interesting, my friends. As the first ever official energy drink partner of WWE, C4 will receive prominent branding and exposure across a wide range of WWE properties and premium live events, including WrestleMania 41 on Saturday, April 6th and Sunday, April 7th, where it will serve as the first ever sponsor of the WrestleMania Skycam, which returns to offer WWE Universe a unique viewing experience. In addition, C4 will be presenting partner. They will be the presenting partner of the WrestleMania XL Night 2 press conference and WWE's multi-day talent tryout as part of WrestleMania week. C4 and WWE will also continue to collaborate across WWE, WWE Superstar, and C4 branded social and digital channels to create exclusive and original content. Nothing about C4 Energy being on the ring mat or the ring apron. But the WrestleMania Skycam, look, this is all the works of Nick Khan. And, any person that's getting mad at WWE chasing the bread, I think that's really weird. I think, I like the idea of sponsors in wrestling. It's no different than MMA, UFC. I actually have been a huge fan of the idea of like sponsors on the ring mat. I know Vince McMahon hated that. I know some wrestling fans hate it, but when TNA and AEW do it, I think it's cool. I think it looks more sportier. And that's kind of how I view like wrestling and sports and stuff like that. Like, it's a sponsorship thing. You know what I mean? Like, sports get sponsors. You look at the NBA courts, there's sponsors and logos everywhere. So I don't think it really matters that WWE, you know, is doing more sponsorships. I'm just shocked that WWE doesn't have different logos on each corner of the ring mat. That was the thing that I found to be more interesting here. But the WrestleMania Sky Cam, I don't recall what that looks like. And maybe I'm just, you know, having a brain fart, but I look forward to seeing what it looks like. And then obviously the press conference stuff, it does make sense. WWE has been doing that anyways. You know, obviously Nick Khan is a big proponent in getting these WWE sponsorships. This is something that was not going to happen with Vince McMahon. I think Endeavor and TKO are kind of looking at what they've done with the UFC, and then I think they're bringing that element to the WWE. And from a business perspective, it just makes a lot of sense. Guys, WWE has a very weird thing going on with NXT Anonymous. NXT Anonymous is constantly leaking stuff or constantly showing behind the scenes footage, but nobody actually knows who NXT Anonymous is. It's obviously a brand account for WWE, but on X/Twitter, Ava Raine was seen talking to an individual about returning to WWE NXT. They're part of the NXT family, and they look forward to seeing this individual at the Stand and Deliver kickoff show. And it got me really thinking about this. There's a wide range of people that could be coming in, but clearly WWE has a huge surprise element that they're adding to the show, and I have no idea who the hell it's going to be. Now, one person that I could only remotely think of that was actually removed from the company would be Mackenzie Mitchell. It never made sense to me as to why Mackenzie Mitchell was released from the company, so it would be really cool if WWE brought her in for the kickoff show. But ultimately, I do look forward to seeing what actually happens here, because I think if you bring in CM Punk, that could be really cool. But you got to keep in mind, WWE also has this whole WWE World thing happening. There's just so much stuff happening this week. Who actually knows? Maybe it's William Regal. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a talent that's on the main roster that came from NXT. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's, you know, John Cena. I have no idea. But clearly WWE is trying to make this a big deal. It's being spread all around social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and everything like that. So I like when WWE does the NXT Anonymous thing, but it's kind of weird that for the last like 2 years or whatever they've been doing it, we never really got to see who it is. And I guess that's kind of done on purpose. But I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. More surprises on the way, baby. This is the Ango Show. I'll keep you covered all throughout the week.